Instagram, Facebook. Happy Thursday, everybody. I hope you are having a phenomenal week and a phenomenal day. This evening, we are talking about the beloved, oh so sweet fruit. And does it make you fat? Should you avoid fruit during a diet? We're going to jump right in, but before we do, I want to know, what is your favorite fruit? Comment below. I'd love to know it. For me, it's strawberries. I could eat those suckers all day, every day. But to be honest, I can't really think of one I don't like. They're all so delicious. So let me know below, what is your favorite fruit? Now, we need to talk about a couple items here when it comes to discussing whether or not fruit makes you fat or whether or not fruit should be avoided during a dieting phase. So the first thing is we're going to get a little sciencey here and talk about specific monosaccharides. What the hell are those? We're talking about basic, simple sugars. Now, when carbohydrates are broken down or you have all these molecules to build up an actual carbohydrate in nature, you have three basic building blocks. You have the most common one, glucose. You have fructose, and you have galactose. So these three molecules can be stacked together into big, large chains to ultimately form your large carbohydrate molecules. Now, what's interesting between those three, again, glucose, fructose, galactose, is how they behave in the body. Glucose is what you are probably most aware of. It's the body's primary fuel source. Think brain, heart, nervous system, and of course, your big, strong muscles love glucose. Now, glucose is also the end product of carbohydrate breakdown. So you eat your tasty bread, you eat your tasty pasta, eventually it goes through the digestive system, and voila, you have readily available glucose to be used or stored as necessary. Now, fruit is very unique in that it's composed largely of fructose. And fructose, don't let me lose you here. If you have a question, comment below. Fructose behaves differently in the body compared to glucose. So when glucose is eaten and digested, it goes through the digestive system, into the stomach, the bloodstream, the small intestine, and then it's either stored in your liver, it's stored in your muscles, or it's used as a readily available fuel supply. Fructose, on the other hand, is quite different. Fructose actually makes a pit stop in the liver where it is then converted to glucose. So think of it as an extra step. And the reason that so many people talk about avoiding fructose is because of this extra step. Now, in the bodybuilding, the physique, the bikini, any type of physique competitor realm, fruit is thought of, it's kind of frowned upon post-workout. And the reason being, when you eat large amounts of fruit post-workout, you're sending a lot of those carbohydrates to your liver. Well, after a workout, you want all those carbohydrates to go back to your muscles. So choosing non-fructose or very low fructose containing carbohydrates, such as bread, pasta, oats, etc., you are helping to replenish your muscle supply of carbohydrates. But by choosing primarily fruit, you're putting a lot of those carbohydrates in your liver first. And since we store carbohydrates in both our liver and our muscles, choosing a lot of fruit is going to prioritize replenishing your liver stores before your muscle stores. And this is not advantageous because it means you get paltry replenishment, and your next workout you may begin with suboptimal glycogen or carbohydrate stores in your muscle. No bueno. It may compromise your performance. But that aside, that's one little instance where it may be advantageous to avoid fruit at one particular moment and to save it for another part of the day. Other than that, you have no reason to avoid fruit. There are so many benefits of fruit. Where do I start? I guess I'll just dive in. You've got high water content. Over 90% of a fruit is composed of over 90% water. That helps with hydration, but also keeping you feeling full for a long period of time. Most of them are also an excellent source of fiber. Bam! Again, another strategy, eating a high fiber diet, that helps you to feel full and keeps you on track throughout the course of your diet. Fruit is also extremely rich in vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and phytochemicals that provide an array of health, physique, and performance benefits. There's no reason to avoid them. In fact, there is a lot of research out there that provides subjects what's called a food frequency questionnaire. And basically, these subjects go through this long questionnaire that asks about their eating habits. How often do you eat X? How often do you eat Y? How often do you eat Z? And there are some strong correlations between the amount of fruit consumed per day and consumed per week and the subject's BMI or weight. And what these studies show is that those who eat a diet higher in fruits, and vegetables are also typically classified together in some of these studies, but those who eat a diet higher in fruits and vegetables tend to have a healthier weight and a lower BMI. So does fruit make you fat? Absolutely not. There's no reason to omit it from your diet. You're missing out on so many benefits and so much deliciousness. I really don't recommend that you do that. Actually, fruit becomes even more advantageous during a diet because, you can definitely agree with me here, is your cravings become that much more intensified, especially for sweet tasting foods. Well, fruit can help offset those cravings by providing you that sweet sensation and actually distract you from craving and going after some of those higher calorie options, things your chocolate, your donuts, your cookies, and your cakes. So fruit essentially is providing you or satisfying that sugar craving at the expense of significantly fewer calories. And the last point I want to mention is yes, fruit has sugar. It seems like everything these days has sugar. But the form of sugar in your Coca-Cola is completely different than the form of sugar found in your blueberries or your strawberries. This is what's called naturally occurring sugar, whereas the sugar you find in Coca-Cola, cakes, pastries, donuts, etc. is added sugar. This naturally occurring sugar is okay. Just like anything, moderation is fine. But what's unique about the sugar in this fruit is that it also provides the plethora of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and phytochemicals along with it. All the sugar found in Coca-Cola, cookies, and cakes, there's not too much nutritional value coming right behind that sugar. So you do not get nearly the same bang for your buck, and you're actually taking in far greater calories when choosing one of those processed options with added sugar. So to recap, fruit, delicious, multitude of health benefits, absolutely no reason to avoid it during a diet. The one caveat you should be aware of, especially during a diet, however, is that due to the structural makeup of fruit, the particular type of sugar found in there, fructose, it may be advantageous to prioritize your fruit elsewhere during the day compared to your post-workout meal. And that's because fructose makes a major pit stop in your liver to be converted to glucose before it can then be passed on to your muscles or readily used as fuel. So with that, you end up storing more carbohydrates in your liver after a workout rather than having them stored in your muscles, which is, where you want to put them back because you just burned so many during your workout. But at the end of the day, there is absolutely no reason to avoid fruit at any time, but especially during a diet. So with that said, grab a couple strawberries, a banana, bite into an apple, enjoy your Thursday. I'll be back next week, same time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. What days? I don't know. Gotta look at the calendar, but I'll let you know. Enjoy your night, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you next week.